Professionalism is deemed the skills and values a person needs to carry out a particular task within an organization. Vivanco and Delgado Bolton, 2015. In education, professionalism's definition is expounded upon by Casey 2015 as the way in which teachers impact the knowledge, skills, and the disposition of their duties. There are some standards of professionalism in early childhood, which includes professional knowledge, competence, commitment to ethical code of conduct, standard, and personal characteristic. Casey, 2015. As a teacher, we should see ourselves as professionals because according to Bayfield, 2018, our role requires skills that exceeds the regular employee or other firms or organizations. Teachers should look the part, dress the part, and speak at a level that would show assertiveness and authority. Bayfield 2018 continues to mention that teachers should show their knowledge or expertise in their teaching career in order for parents to feel comfortable and trust that their child or children are in the right school and with the right teacher. Early childhood education is not a babysitter's club. It is a profession where professionals with the knowledge, skills, and competencies execute through molding and educating students from age 2 to 8 years old. Fleming 2019 also stated that early childhood program is important because children are more successful when they become adults because they tend to have better opportunities, improve health, lower level of dependence and crime rates. That is why efforts must be made to improve early childhood development, and the government should see it as an investment and not a cost because it helps to promote economic growth while also helping to target the development of character and cognitive skills necessary for future success. Fleming 2019. Therefore, the early childhood practitioners should hold their head high and continue to prove to the world that they matter. And they or we are indeed professionals because our work is important. It is the foundation to a solid structure. To further enlighten you on the professionalism of a teacher or early childhood practitioner, I have created a 20-minute video interviewing two participants, a teacher and a parent, on their perceptions about professionalism in the field of early childhood education. I have created at least 10 questions that each interviewee will answer to individually. The teacher and parents were selected to be a part of this interview because they are knowledgeable in the field of early childhood. The reason why I say that they are knowledgeable in the field of early childhood education is because the teacher is a trained early childhood practitioner for over 10 years and is now promoted as a supervisor. The parent, on the other hand, has a child in the preschool and she has a strong belief in educating her child from a very young age of 2. They both have respect for teachers and see the vital importance of educating the early years. When I asked them to be interviewed about their perceptions on the professionalism in the field of early childhood education, they did not hesitate to be a part of it. They were rather excited to share their ideas and their beliefs. That's the reason I chose the teacher and the parent to be a part of this. Hello, Josiane. Good day. Thank you for being a part of this session where I'll be having some questions here that will, basically your perspectives about the professionalism in the field of early childhood education. What is early childhood education all about?
I think early childhood education is about teachers working with the small ones in the preschool setting.
Okay. Is early childhood education important and why?
Yes, it is important. They teach them skills that they need to carry them further along.
Do you know the age range for children in the early childhood education department?
Yes, I think it's 0 to 9 or around that range.
Okay. Who do you consider to be an early childhood practitioner?
Persons that work with small children in preschool.
What are the duties of an early childhood practitioner?
Keeping the children safe will be the first one, and teaching them the basic skills that they need.
Nice. What leadership skills should an early childhood practitioner possess?
They should be patient, and they should be knowledgeable in their field.
Okay. Should there be continuous professional development training?
They should. I believe so. It's always good to keep on elevating themselves.
Okay. How does society see early childhood education?
I believe they look at it as if they're babysitters. They don't take it as important as they should.
Okay. Should an early childhood practitioner keep educating himself?
Yes, they should.
Okay. Is it professional for an early childhood practitioner to display his or her tattoos or piercings at work?
No, that's not professional. I don't think so. I don't believe so because the children watch them. The children want to be like teachers. So when they see teachers having certain markings and piercings, in their mind they're going to want to do it because it's a teacher habit.
Okay. How are practitioners or teachers supposed to behave in public?
They should be manageable, respectful, respect themselves and their schools.
How should an early childhood practitioner dress?
I think they should dress modest. Even though they're in public, because sometimes parents just be in the same places that teachers go. You don't want them to come to school and have this image of you last night in a particular way. So I think they should dress modest and be respectful.
Okay. Should there be a code of conduct for early childhood professionals during and after school?
A code of conduct during school hours, yes. After school hours, I don't know if a code of conduct, but they should be respectful. But teachers have a life. As I said, some persons have habits, different personalities, different things that they like to do. And they have a life. They should be allowed to do certain things if they want. But remember that you're a teacher.
Okay. So list at least 2 areas in which an early childhood teacher should be knowledgeable in.
Should be knowledgeable in health and safety and in teaching the basic skills or the content that they teach.
Okay. Do you think that early childhood education is as important as primary, secondary, and tertiary education?
It is more important than the latter that you just taught. I think it's more important because they build the foundation for the children. They start them off with the things that they need to know leading up to the higher levels. So preschool, early childhood education, it is more critical to me.
Thank you very much for your time. And I'll put everything into consideration. Enjoy your day.
Okay.
Hi, Teacher Blondell.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm here to ask you some questions in regards to your perceptions about professionalism in the field of early childhood education.
Okay.
What is early childhood education all about?
Early childhood education is basically, teachers getting children from one level to another level, instilling certain skills into them so they can function into their environment.
Is early childhood education important?
Of course, it is important. To me, it's one of the most important professions, basically, because, we are actually developing our future leaders.
Like that. Do you know the age range for children in the early childhood education department?
It ranges from 0 to 8.
Yes, okay. Who do you consider to be an early childhood practitioner?
Anyone who works within the field that works with those little ones from baby to 8 years old.
Nice, okay. What are the duties of an early childhood practitioner?
The duty of an early childhood practitioner should be to develop the children holistically. You develop them socially, emotionally, physically, intellectually, and help them to become creative.
Nice. What leadership skills should an early childhood practitioner possess?
I think they should have some communication skills because you'd have to communicate not only to the children but to parents and other colleagues as well.
Okay. Should there be continuous professional development training?
I think so because technology and time has moved on from when we were children. We used to do like chalk and talk kind of a teaching, but now it's more interactive learning that is happening. So I think yes, they should.
Nice. How does society see early childhood education?
Well, I'm going to talk from our environment here. I don't think that they look on early childhood as something that is important. Most persons would look on preschool teachers as maybe they're just babysitting. Parents look at it as somewhere I can take my children to pass time.
Should an early childhood practitioner keep educating him or herself?
Yes, as I said before, time has changed and there are always some new sort of development, some new ideas. So I think yes, they should do so.
Okay. Is it professional for an early childhood practitioner to display his or her tattoos or piercings at work?
At work, no. No, I think you should really, that part of your life should be down low when you're at work because you want to present yourself as a professional in the environment that you're working in.
Okay. How are practitioners or teachers supposed to behave in public?
I think that's a choice of the individual because based on what you want your character to be, whether or not persons are watching you. So I think it's a choice what they want as an individual. If I want to be seen as, okay, I'm a professional and this is the kind of character I'm going to display, whether or not I'm in the classroom, then it is a choice.
Okay. How should an early childhood practitioner dress?
Professionally, whether it's like somebody going to the office, I'm going to the office, that's my work, so I should dress professionally.
Should there be a code of conduct for early childhood professionals during and after school?
Well, in the school setting, yes. After, as I said, it depends on the individual themselves. Because then you cannot say to somebody that you have to live a particular life after you leave work. Okay. Because then you have some persons who want to let down their hair after work. So I don't think that you should really demand a person or say this is how you have to live outside of work.
Okay. List at least 2 areas in which an early childhood teacher should be knowledgeable in.
2 areas. They should, one, have the basic first aid skills and have some sort of, some knowledge about child psychology.
Okay. Nice. Do you think that early childhood education is as important as primary, secondary, and tertiary education?
I believe so. I believe it is. It is one of the most, and I think maybe it's time for maybe society to look on that as allowing early childhood to become so attractive that even the kindergarten teachers or the primary school teachers would want to enter into that field, because there is where you're setting a foundation, there is where you're developing. So when they leave from preschool and they move on to primary or secondary, it's basically whatever the teacher have instilled in them that those teachers are building on.
Thank you very much for your time, and I'll put everything that you have said into consideration.
Okay, thank you.